seems to be back. We saw it on that step back three on the first day of practice, but there was a play in the day two, and this play for a number of reasons is very exciting to watch. But number one, let's start with the speed. You see Caitlin Clark gets the dribble handoff from Aaliyah Boston. It's the way she turns the corner and how quickly she gets down that stands out to me here. Look, coming downhill, great pass, right, to Jackie Young down there. So dribble handoff, and just moving quick with intent.
The Team USA coaching staff stood frozen, watching in disbelief. Caitlin Clark, someone they thought they fully understood, suddenly showed a level they hadn't truly seen before. She exploded forward off a simple handoff, blowing past defenders so quickly they couldn't react. It wasn't just speed, it was power and purpose all at once. The room filled with a mix of shock and relief as she turned the corner with ease, making it clear the talk about her being back in top form didn't go far enough. This wasn't just a return. It was a moment that forced everyone to rethink what she's capable of.
To get the rebound, and then kicks it back out to CeCe, who looks comfortable shooting the three. And she didn't really look comfortable shooting the three last season because of the injuries either. So you have to factor that into the evaluation as well. But it's just that little burst of speed that stands out to me. And of course, the comfortability with the three. We can watch this a few times. Great pass. We know Caitlin is a great passer. Jackie Young, a fierce competitor. Aaliyah Boston, just a smart player all around. So you see that in that play, and it stands out, at least the way I'm looking at this, because we know Caitlin had also bulked.
For months, the court felt empty without her. Then the Team USA footage started coming out, and fans and analysts watched closely, looking for answers. What they saw went far beyond simple relief. It felt like a real turning point. Her movement looked different, stronger, smoother, and completely free of the issues that once slowed her down. This wasn't just about her return to the floor. It looked like she had finally reached a physical level that had been missing for years, and it quickly became the quiet buzz around the league.
Play, and it stands out, at least the way I'm looking at this, because we know Caitlin had also bulked up a little bit. Looks like she might have lost some of that weight. I can't analyze it too hard without like before and after photos right next to each other in the same outfit or anything like that. But it does look like she lost a little bit of that weight. Now, she didn't lose, her vision and passing instincts. A little bit of aimless passing around the perimeter from the team here. But, that's to get the defense extended. And then there's a great post-entry pass from Caitlin that hardly anybody can make down to Hamby there. But again, doesn't get the finish. And we're going the other way. And there's elite.
The first practice gave fans a small but exciting sign. She knocked down a step-back three with a smoothness that hadn't been there in a long time. It was clear her shooting touch was coming back, and everything looked in sync again. But the real moment that turned heads had nothing to do with her jumper. On day two, a quick burst of action showed something new, an explosive athletic push that was impossible to ignore. In just seconds, it hinted at a whole new side of her game.
Entry pass from Caitlin that hardly anybody can make down to Hamby there. But again, doesn't get the finish. And we're going the other way. And there's elite level competitors all around there. I mean, I mentioned Jackie Young, who I would love to see on the Indiana Fever, but obviously she just won the championship with the Aces, so probably a pipe dream, despite her connections to the area. But with the entire the entire team basically, or the entire league, I'm sorry, basically free agents, I guess you can't rule anything completely out. Can't rule anything completely out like that team up right there. But
that one play on the second day said everything. It began like any normal drill, a simple handoff from the steady Aaliyah Boston. Nothing about it seemed special at first. Then Clark took the ball and changed everything in a split second. She burst forward with a mix of speed and control that no one expected, turning an ordinary practice moment into something unforgettable. Even her teammates looked surprised by how quick and sharp she was.
But obviously she just won the championship with the Aces, so probably a pipe dream, despite her connections to the area. But with the entire the entire team basically, or the entire league, I'm sorry, basically free agents, I guess you can't rule anything completely out. Can't rule anything completely out like that team up right there. But I expect to see them really playing well off of each other in Team USA and in a Team USA uniform over the next several years, and the next couple of versions of that team. Just because.
As soon as Clark secured the handoff, she took off. She turned the corner fast and drove straight to the basket, slicing through the defense with ease. The speed of that first step stood out immediately. This wasn't just her being quick. It was a strong, deliberate attack that showed how much her body has changed. Defenders had no chance to keep up, always trailing behind as she powered forward.
Out on the court, and she would just thrive, I think, and she will thrive playing alongside Caitlin Clark. Now, Caitlin herself, there was some other footage that was shown out there, just various random things. This is from day one of the camp. Some of the movements, and just seeing her back out on the floor at all is a big deal. And probably people holding their breath a little bit too, but just all of her movements look good. That's the most important thing. But that speed burst, that ability to get up the court quickly has stood out, because I do think that was something she never.
The burst was instant and impossible to miss. She didn't simply move up the floor. She attacked it, driving hard to the rim with real intent. That kind of speed forces defenses to react and changes the flow of a game. Even though her court vision has always been elite, this moment was about raw physical power. It showed that her body is finally matching her basketball mind, giving her a level of control that's hard to stop.
She can move with the basketball, and she looks also comfortable with her base and her shot. It looks like she's shooting the ball in rhythm, clean, catching it clean, going up comfortably. Nothing, taking away from the mechanics there, which is important. And she lost a little confidence in her shot last year because she was hurt and because she was struggling, to be real. There was even a dump off pass to Angel Reese, which we saw in the All-Star game, to a lot of celebration at one point. There's ghost screen and roll. But it'll be cool to see those two.
Even at full speed, her passing never disappeared. After the quick drive, she spotted Jackie Young and delivered a perfect pass right on target. It was a reminder that her court awareness stays sharp, no matter how fast she's moving. She wasn't out of control or forcing the play. She was calm and precise, using her new burst to open shots for teammates. It showed that her influence goes well beyond scoring point herself.
And then Caitlin also talked about what being a part of USA basketball means to her. We know what happened when she didn't make the team in her rookie season. That was a little bit of a story, right? Just a wee bit of a story. But she also talked about what it means to be on the team and be part of USA basketball this time around.
The U16 team, I remember they always talk about the senior national team, and obviously that's every young girl's dream when you're on those teams. And they talk a lot about that team, and only.
The play didn't stop there. Jackie Young fought hard for the rebound after missing the layup, battling through traffic in the paint. Her effort paid off. She secured the ball and calmly kicked it back out to Clark, who stepped into a clean, comfortable three-point shot. The sequence showed not only Clark's talent, but also the strong chemistry already building within Team USA. That three-pointer mattered. Last season, injuries clearly affected her shot, making it look rushed and uneven. Now, with her speed back and her base steady, her shooting looks smooth and confident again. The rhythm is back, and the results are obvious. That confidence from deep, paired with her renewed physical strength, adds another dangerous layer to her game. To understand why this matters, you have to look at last year. A lingering quad injury, starting in the preseason, limited her movement and took away her burst. It affected how she handled the ball and chipped at her confidence. This season feels different. Observers have noticed she looks leaner and more explosive, which may be helping her move freely again. Her footwork and shooting form now look relaxed and natural, with nothing holding her back. Her smoother, more reliable shooting is closely tied to being healthy again. With her speed and strength back, she's able to shoot in rhythm and trust her form, something that was hard to do when injuries kept working against her. Playing for Team USA also means a great deal to her personally. She's spoken openly about what it feels like to wear those letters, a goal she's had since her U16 days. This isn't just another roster spot. It's the result of years of effort, including tough moments when she was cut from previous teams, which makes this stretch even more meaningful. Her journey to the senior national team hasn't been easy. She's experienced both selection and disappointment along the way. Those ups and downs help shape her mindset and sharpen her competitive edge. Now, every chance to represent her country carries more weight and appreciation. She's also part of a young, driven core, often referred to as a hungry group, made up of players from the 2020 class. They push each other, respect one another, and share a strong desire to win. That balance of competition and support points to a bright future for USA basketball. Clark has expressed genuine gratitude for simply being healthy and back on the floor. She's made it clear that opportunities like this can never be taken for granted. After everything she's been through, her excitement to play again feels real and well-earned. The way Clark moves on the court now tells a clear story. She's either ahead of schedule in her recovery or pushing herself to peak form faster than anyone expected. Her speed, energy, and control show she's not just working toward fitness. She's already there. One fact is undeniable. Caitlin Clark is back. When fully healthy, she's a force on the court, capable of dominating every aspect of the game. Her renewed burst and quickness signal that the unstoppable version of Clark has returned, ready to challenge opponents like never before. The league should take notice. Every movement, her effortless drive, her smooth step back, her ball control, is perfectly timed. This isn't about occasional highlights. It's a full return to dominance. Wearing jersey number 17 for Team USA, she embodies a complete, healthy, and lightning-fast athlete, ready to make her mark in the next cycle. This speed and power don't just help Team USA. They change the trajectory of her career. Overcoming past injuries, she's now blending elite vision, precise shooting, and world-class athleticism in a way that will leave coaches and fans amazed. Caitlin Clark's return isn't just impressive, it's transformative.